check it out. Check it out. It says, in case of emergency, break glass. I found this frame and I had to have it. I thought that was just cooler than shit. Hey, how's it going? I guess my hair looks all right. So I used 7/8 on the sides and 1 inch on the top. I'm just saying that so I can remember. I don't remember things so well sometimes. So unless I'm going down. Am I going down? I used 5/8. But all right, so here I am. Today I'm going to be shaving with the Formula T by Wood Shaving Products. This stuff here is shea butter and tallow. This produces a phenomenal lather and it has a really good scent too. To finish off, I'm going to be using the Astro cologne and aftershave, Astro Traveler. I got this on the cheap. I don't buy things from Phoenix Artesian Accoutrements because it's just too expensive, and I just don't. My experience is that you can go out and buy almost anything, and it's the hype is just too much. So I don't buy from them, but I did buy this for like $12, which is an excellent price. A lot of people buy from them, but there's soap companies out there, and they put out so much hype. They get key people to do product reviews on them, and everyone's buying them. And I don't play that. I don't jump on the bandwagon like that, and because I just I want to be an individual. I don't want to be part of a group that does the exact same thing. And I've always been like that, even in high school with words or with fashion. Always, if the guys are growing their hair long, I cut mine off. They said certain things like, "Hey, bud," I would never say that. You'd never hear me say that. So I use a little pre-shave. I got from Eric. What I also got from Eric is something I'm using today. Is my Fantail Macedo. It's been soaking, so I appreciate that. This is a great brush. This is one of the great brushes. I have it sitting up here front and center all the time. So now the big deal for me is I have a razor. I've been really, I don't understand what's been going on with it. I've had a little bit of trouble with it in the past, but usually it's been a steady one. It's my Philharmonica 14. So I honed it. I used Captain tape on it, and it didn't shave. So I was kind of surprised by that. So I added some 3M to it, reset the bevel, did all that stuff. It didn't shave very good. So I was thinking about it. I remember what my friend from across the pond said. He said something about another razor that had a really hard steel. He says, spend more time setting that bevel and it should shave. And it did shave. And this one here, I set the bevel, it shaved my arm really good. And I just went beyond on the 1K. Probably killed the edge on this one 3 times. And I just went and did 30-30 on my 30 strokes each on my 10K Shapton glass, and then I finished off on the Janet. So I imagine it's going to shave. So see what happens. So all right, let me build a lather here. I haven't used this soap in a while, and I was going to say that the Astro Traveler has it smells to me a lot like the Phoenix Artesian Accoutrements Cavendish, which is one of my favorite scents that I was wanting to rebuy, but like I said, it's too expensive. So I found this. The scent notes aren't identical, but the body of the scent is identical. I recognize it real quick. So I'm using the tobacco or the mahogany, which is got a rich scent. Wood Shaving Products also has a tobacco scent, which is really good. I haven't used this one in so long. I decided to use this one over other things that I have that are tobacco scent. So let's get it going. So I was reading something that this guy was saying that the Black Lives Matter influence over the media and everything was going to stop soon, like into this year. And, I'm kind of hope that happens, because it's really kind of an unfair thing, because what's happening is white people are being aren't being used for commercials and everything like this. And all you see is black people. Now, there's nothing wrong with black people. I'm not being prejudiced, but there has to be a balance. You know what I mean? Let's not be phony about it. This whole thing is phony. Some of these people don't even foot the bill. And when they do show a white person, God, he's the ugliest guy you could ever see. Stupid acting is just too much. And I do worry about that, because it's very influential to people, certain kind of people. And it gives them a big head, is what it does. It just gives them a big fucking head, and they think that they can do and say whatever they want, and they do. If you get on public transportation, you can hear them talking just stupid shit. And my big concern is my wife, who is a redhead, and she's really light, blue eyes, pretty, getting targeted when she goes. Because what's happening is they're going to try to make her go back into the office, which means she has to ride the train downtown, walk through the central station, and then 3 blocks up to work. Anything could happen. Especially at the Union Station. And they just had a big drug bust. 41 people they busted in the Union Station dealing drugs. You got drug dealers, you got crime. So we're just getting sick of the whole thing. We're just getting desperate to get out of Denver, because it's just, it's just too much. The crime rate has soared. I had too much water. The crime rate has soared. The sound, the loudness of the city is just too much. We're just constantly hearing loud cars with rap music and the mufflers, and going by our house like super fast. So we're getting desperate to get out of here. So we've been looking for a place. We found a couple places that are very interesting. One place was like a 4-bedroom, 2,200 square foot, all new appliances, all new kitchen, all new flooring. Everything's like amazing for an incredible price. This particular one that I liked had a big barn, had like 35 acres to it, and a couple outbuildings like that, all with electricity, all with heat. We got the house has a whole house generator, let's see, a couple wood burning stoves, gas, heat, all this stuff. But we got to check it out. We got to check it out, make sure that's cool. Like, what are the people like? Who are these people? Are they predominantly white, predominantly black? What are they? What's going on here? Who the hell are you? Anyway, so that's kind of how we're thinking about it. Because if you're gonna live in a place that's going to be as far away as 2 states away, and we're just going to move right in, it's got to be good. It's got to be good no matter what. Because you don't want to go there, and next thing you know, here's this Spaniard living in amongst, once again, a bunch of rednecks and having problems. I've had problems with rednecks before. They see me and they target me, and it's just not cool, especially in a smaller town. But we don't plan to be living in town. We plan to be living in the country, but we'll be going in town to make purchases and do our business, right? And so we have to make sure, because even those redneck chicks will get you in trouble. All they got to do is look at you and smile, and those redneck guys will just come unglued and jump out and come at you. Shit, I don't care about no redneck girl. But it's not pulling. Last couple times it was pulling. But there's some good people. Wow, look at all this. Haven't been shaven properly. It's kind of like, I don't know if you can see it. or not, but it's like really, see that? Man, I've been having a rough couple weeks. But there's a lot of good people though, you know. So, you know, go there and just check out the house, and you know, I'll be all over it, under it, inside, on top, whatever. I'll be all over that house, checking it out for different things. And you know, you go into town, and you want to like go in the grocery stores and go to banks and see what people are like, see how they respond to you. And oh yeah, this is shaping much better. So I think the first time also, I might have overhoned it, which is a no-no. So, you know, like just pick a couple of churches or whatever, and just kind of wait for everyone to sit down, just walk right in and see what they do. You know, if they're all going to stare. I don't like that so much. But you know, if we're greeted, then that's good. You know, you instantly got a lot of friends like that. And that's what kind of we miss in our life anyway, was church. Because everything is so phony anymore. So, it just seems like you just can't see. I don't know what's going on. I'm having a lot of trouble with my glasses. It's just like, you know, they're brand new glasses, and I clean them, put them on, feels like I'm walking around with a fog on them or something, and it's just too much. So Bender's too much, man. It is way too much. These young people just think they can do whatever they want, really. You know, people say something to them when they're cussing. With me, if someone's cussing, using the 4-letter word in front of my wife, I'll say something to them. And you know what they do? They go, fuck you, and they run. They run. They actually run. Just too much. But the car clubs, I did a video probably in Gentleman's Edge where I was showing, I was complaining because there's a lot of noise one night, and I went out in my truck to find out what the hell's going on. There's a lot of drag racing around here. And I pulled into this parking lot, just a huge parking lot, just packed with these kids. Their loud music with their cars, and they were doing all this stuff. It's like, you know, that's fine. I don't, you know, I'm not going to say nothing about that. But they do it on private property. When they leave, it's all trashed out. Well, they were doing that at the Denver Aquarium. It doesn't seem like the cops do anything about it. Because I know one thing right now, in Arvada, we've had a certain amount of cops on staff. I have so much lather left in this brush. I mean, really. Talk about a lack of management control, or lather control. So, but there's been so many people. It's like so many people moving into the States, so many apartments. These huge fields. I used to go down this highway, and I went there a couple weeks ago. And it's this big open area, really cool to look at when you're driving. Now it's just filled with this 4-story apartment building. It's too much. Where are all these people coming from? Where are they working? And the rent is not cheap. I inquired about one spot just to see, and $2,200 for a one-bedroom apartment. $2,100. That's absolutely disgusting. So, there's a waiting list to get in. It's crazy. All of Denver's changed. Denver used to be a really cool place to live. In the 70s, it was like really cool. You can go anywhere. You can hitchhike. I used to hitchhike a lot when I was 16. Yeah. Carloads of chicks would pick you up. Of course, I'd always mess with their heads, like, you know, get in and say, all right, take it right here. We're going to go get my grandmother. We're going to take her to Safeway to go shopping. You're going, what? It was cool. It was safe, you know. So we look forward to a day, and I'm really contemplating a way to make money that I don't have to go out to work on a job. And one way I was thinking about was to raise some poultry. Ducks, chickens, for their eggs. I don't really want to feel like butchering chickens. You know, that's not an easy thing to do. But I do make a drum type thing where the drum has like plastic pins that stick out on the bottom too. You get your chicken, you slice its throat, you throw it in this thing, and it spins it and takes up all the feathers. It's pretty fucking rude. Oh, jeez, who the fuck came up with that idea? Pretty creative. Washing machine. Then you have to have people to help do this, because if you're going to raise chickens for meat, you have to have a way to store them, and all that, you know. So you know that's another expense, and it's also a lot more time consuming. So if you raise eggs and sell eggs, then that would be much simpler. And I got a really good shave. I have to remember that technique. Thanks for telling me that a while back, Joseph. See, I listen. So, you know, and ducks, ducks are cool. We had a pair of ducks. They're cayugas. They're like black and they have like the green iridescent feathers. We raised them from little tiny ones. They were so cool, man. I really love them. But they were sloppy. They're sloppy, man. The first got them, they're only like this tall, you know. And you got to keep them indoors in the heat till they grow up a little bit. And I had them in a plastic container. They would trash that thing. They spill the water. They'd stomp with their fat feet. So, but they got 2 left out of selling, but they were cool, man. You know, I don't know if I can kill a duck like that. I mean, they're just a very pleasant looking creature, you know. So, but duck eggs are pretty good size eggs. Anyway, so, man, glad I got that thing working right. Jeez. One thing I did notice on this razor was that the tip wasn't sharpening up, so I had to pay special attention to it on each side. Oh man, okay, nice and smooth. You know what happens too with your face is that your beard is like when it's wet, the beard expands, right? And you cut it, and if you still feel a little bit of stubble, and then later on when it dries, it kind of retracts because it dries out, and your face feels smoother. That's my experience anyway. Now the piece de resistance. Douglas was showing a way to use this aerator here, or diffuser. So hold your hand over it and do this. I guess. But you know what this stuff really reminds me of? You know when you're in school and you had to sharpen your pencil? That's what it smells like to me. It smells good. My wife says it smells spicy, but it's a nice smell. It really is. It's nice. All right, man, I just got a good shave. Y'all take care. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for visiting me. And comment down below. Y'all take care. Remember, even if you're testing a razor again, it's still a good day for a shave. Bye. Kiss a duck. They don't care if you brush your teeth.
Wait, yeah, go.